20 over 100 for your total coursework mark. And then another 20% comes from the letter writing. So letter writing is going to be harder to score. So you must make sure that the foundation of your fundamental of the faulty parallelism and error analysis is good, so you can score full marks. If you look at your assignments mark, okay, for the first assignment, that includes, okay, how many percent? Can I remember now? That it's what do you have? The application letter, the job interview assessment, plus the letter writing, right? That it's all together. I think it's about 40%. Was it 40? I can't remember now. But if you look at your score, okay, most people they score pretty low for their letter writing and the resume. Okay, letter writing because you did not have signature and also you did not follow the format. Okay, now what I'm going to do today, I'm going through the revision for final assessment. So I'm going to show you the inquiry letter again, how to do the formatting, as well as what is required out of you. I will also share my marking scheme. Then you will know what is expected. Yeah. So make sure that you're able to score full marks for that grammar part, the error analysis and the parallelism. Parallelism is very easy because it's either or. If I were the coordinator, I would have given you 4 choices instead of 2 because that is way too easy. If you cannot score full marks, well, I'll be speechless, really. Okay, so let's have a look at this one first. Okay, we will start off with the faulty parallelism. What is parallelism? Parallelism means same form. For example, if I say, normally I will give you a list, okay? I will say, well, I have good coordination, good, maybe let's say I have good coordination, and then what else? And I can't find one now. Never mind. Okay, let's use this one. Yeah. Kelly had iron, the washing, and shopping before her parents arrived. Can you see the list of things that she has to do? When there's a list of things, normally there will be faulty parallelism. So now, had to iron. So she had to iron. You see, this is the verb, right? Iron. And then washing and shopping. Are they all in the same form? Not exactly, right? Had to iron and then do the washing. So they are in different forms and shopping. So what you need to do, you need to correct them. Can you correct them for me? How do you want to correct them? Kelly had what? You can say Kelly had to do ironing. Okay. And then we can cross this out. Okay. So everything will be parallel now. You see, Kelly had what? To do ironing, washing, and shopping. So they're all in the parallel form. So we do not have to see Kelly had to do ironing, Kelly had to do washing, Kelly had to do shopping. You do not have to repeat, but now they all look similar. Okay, let's go to the next one. Driving a car requires coordination, patience, and to have good eyesight. You see, when you see the word here and, that means there are lists of things. But are they in the same form? Are they parallel? Look, coordination. Where coordination? This is the noun. This is the noun. Patience. Kesabaran. Yeah. And then to have good eyesight. Are they parallel? They are not the same form, right? Coordination is an abstract noun. It's a noun. Koordinasi, patience, kesabaran, and then to have good eyesight. They're not parallel with this, right? So how can you make them parallel? How can you make this parallel? Driving a car requires what? Coordination, patience, and we. Can you hear me? I'm just wondering, yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, what is the answer? Yes, very good. Yes, very good. Okay. Now, this one. Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please. Okay. Yes. Kelly had to iron, wash, and shop before her parents. Yes, you can. Kelly had to iron, wash, and shop. But normally, when you say had to iron, you have to tell me iron what, to wash what, and to shop what. Okay? But because you have to do ironing, this is a chore. To do ironing, we do not have to specify iron clothes ke, nak iron baju ke, baju clothes sama. Have to do what. So that's why we put there to what? Ironing, because they have the word here ready to. So that's why we put do ironing, washing, and shopping. But if you want to put, you can had to iron. But normally after that, you must tell me iron what? Iron clothes, and then wash what clothes, and shopping what? And shop what? Yeah. That's why I put here to do ironing is an act. Okay. Do washing and do shopping. Do you get me? Okay. You're welcome. Okay. What number are we now? Okay. Now, Ali prefers mathematics to studying political science. Can you see? Normally, when we get this question, studying political science, here also there is something missing. What is it? It has to be parallel with this one. So we have to put Ali prefers studying. So there's something missing here. We will put studying mathematics to studying political science. So these will be parallel with this one then. All right. Just stop me at any time if you have question. Yeah, I don't mind. It's okay. So the next one, this is a condition situation. They give you a situation when I read novels. So okay, so when I'm reading novel, what do I like? I like to listen to music. Okay, see the verb. Normally we look at the verb. Yeah, there are two things. Get the what do you call that connectors? There are two things. Are they parallel? I like to listen to music. See, and drinking a cup of tea. Is are they parallel? One is like to listen to music. Another one say drinking. They are not the same form, right? One is with ing. One is like. So this is wrong. So this is not parallel. Tak sama. Okay. So how do we want to make it parallel? Okay. I'm gonna. Anyone want to help me? I don't hear you, or because you are not speaking. Hello? Hello, can you? Here. Ah, okay, okay. Oh, no. Okay, now I explain. I like when you answer the questions. Normally in English, okay, everyone listen very carefully to this, yeah? When we have the word like, enjoy, or love, after that, the word have to be in ing form, in gerund form. I like what? Listening music, okay? Listening to music and drinking a cup of tea. Normally in English, after the word like, you seldom put listen, okay? It's I like listening to music. I enjoy listening to music. I love listening to music. I love drinking a cup of tea. So will be I like listening to music and drinking a cup of tea. Okay, remember this, yeah? In English, after the like, enjoy, or love, it's always with ing. Is that okay, class? Yeah? Okay. Next, this community, yeah, say, ask me questions. You okay? Okay. Okay. This committee needs to decide whether the company should reduce its workforce. cut its benefits and lowering workers' wages. You see, again, you must look at the word or, the connectors. You can see a list of activities, right? Reduce its workforce, reduce, cut its benefit. And suddenly you have ing. So what's wrong? Which one is not parallel? Which one is not in the same form? We have reduced, we have cut, and then suddenly we have lowering. So what is not the same? Something that we need to correct. Which one?
Lowering.
Yes. So we have to chop this lowering off. So it will become lower workers' wages. Then it will be parallel with reduce and then cut and lower. Well done. Okay. Next. A brisk walk is as beneficial to your health as going for a run. You see, going for a run is a noun phrase. A noun phrase, how do you say in Bahasa Melayu? That is a noun. Like pergi berlari, is it? Oh, it sounds bad in Bahasa Melayu. Okay, so is this activity same as this one? See, they are not in the same form. So what you need to do, you have to make it parallel. So how are you going to make it parallel, class? Same form. No, no. Remember, I've done the same one. In number two ke number one tadi lupa. So you
Going.
can put yes, going for a brisk walk. Say same. Going for a brisk walk and going for a run. Nampak tak? So now it's in the same form. Going for a brisk walk. You can start with a ing because this is a noun phrase. In bahasa Melayu, noun phrase panggil apa? Kata frasa, whatever you call that. Okay, going for a brisk walk is the same like, like eating bread. Okay, eating bread is good for you, something like that. Yeah, so going for a brisk walk is as beneficial to your health as going for a run. So now this and this in the same form. Are you okay? Yeah? Just stop me, if you want to ask me question. Allahu Akbar. Okay, where are we? Ah, I realized that I did badly in the module because, okay, you see, past tense here, right? The verb here. There are a list of things. Missed. What do you miss? Missed several lectures. And then what happened? And then you arrive late. Okay, so another one. Suddenly, you have was lacking. Ayo, is it in the same form? This one and this one, they look the same. They look like the same form. But this is different. So how do we correct this? I missed several lectures. I arrived late. So I what?
Lack.
So what?
Leg.
Yes, very good. So we chop this off. We just put lacked. You don't even have to put the word I because we already have I here. I missed. I arrived. I lacked. Right? Okay. Now, number 8. The main ways to engage with an audience when presenting are to make eye contact, move out from behind the lectern, and smiling. So, can you tell me all the verbs? To
Smiling.
make. Yes, very good. To make. To move out. Yeah? So, this is not the same. So, we have to put this out and to smile. So they will look the same. Make, smile, and move. So they're all in the same form of verbs. This is kacang putih. You must score this, yeah? Okay. Next one. According to Kolb, okay, experiential learning consists of having an experience, okay, having an experience, reflecting on the experience, learning from it. So all ing, see all these words having, reflecting, learning, and then suddenly you have this plan. So what should it be? You have to make it parallel. So what should you do?
Planning.
Hmm.
Sorry, say again?
Planning.
Yes. So you can say planning, okay? Planning changes, okay? Or you can say Okay. There's another way of saying actually, according to COP, experiential learning, okay, let's say if I change a bit, requires to have an experience, reflect on the experience, learn from it, and plan changes for the future, then it's okay. But if everything have ing, then everything, the verb should be in ing form. All right. Number 10. Let's go for number 10. Amazon's warehouse employees control merchandise. See the word control, write orders for delivery, and are invoicing customers. Can you tell me what are the words that are not parallel? Which word?
Invoice.
Constant.
Yes, so what should it be?
Invoice.
Yes, it should be invoice. Yeah, invoice. Yeah, invoice customers. Yeah. You be like, invoice customer. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. The Fair Trade Foundation is aimed at achieving better trading conditions, promoting sustainable farming techniques, and fight poverty. So there are lists of activities here. So we can see achieving, promoting, and then we have fight. Are there parallel? How do you want to make it parallel? Make it the same form.
Fighting. Fight.
Yes.
Fighting.
Yeah, just put fighting. Okay, fighting poverty, melawan kemiskinan, membasmi kemiskinan. All right. Number 12. The students had not only worked diligently, okay, this one is slightly different, but also had effective engagement. You see here, work diligently. This is a verb, this is an adverb. It's just something like she ran quickly. Ran is a verb, quickly is an adverb. So this one is in a different form. So how do you want to make them look similar to this one? So can you tell me what is the verb here? Had effective engagement. Which one is the verb? Can you tell me?
Engagement.
Okay, can you change it to a verb? Engagement now is a noun. Can you change it to a verb form?
Engage effectively.
Yes, very good. Engage effectively. Well done. Yeah, so we change it. Work diligently, engage effectively. And thank God your final assessment is so easy peasy. You do not have to change it on your own. You can just choose, kan? Main baling dadu. Okay. So let's have a look at this one here. Merging two corporate companies. Okay. Yeah. You can just no need to baling dadu. You can just like matter you click and then that's it. Now you don't even have to write, right? Okay. Merging corporate companies. Okay. This is one activity. Another activity is this one here, but it is in a different form. So can you change it? Can you help me to change it? Instead of a merger, what can you do? Can you make it, turn it into a verb?
Merging.
Yes, very good. Merging what? Yes, very good. Merging to SMEs. Okay, merging to SMEs, meaning small, medium enterprise. Okay, see, so now it's the same, merging to corporate companies and then merging to SMEs, right? So now they look the same. Now, look at number 14. Success at university depends on attending classes. You can see all the verbs, reviewing your notes, and to keep up with your readings. Which word is not parallel?
Keep up.
Mm-mm.
Keeping
So,
up.
what should you put? Keeping up. So, we don't have to. Okay. So, we just put keeping up. Yep. All done. Okay. This one, easy peasy. Write assignments is as important as sitting for exams. So you know that this is comparing two things. So that means definitely this is wrong. Okay. So what should it be? Will be? Yes, very good. So it will be writing. So writing assignments is as important as sitting for exams. Yeah? Why we put is because we are talking about writing, we're not talking about the assignments. Writing assignment is one thing. Yeah? Okay. The assignment tasks need to be either submitted electronically or posted to the University Assessment Center. Which way?
Post.
Yeah, what should it be? Yes,
Post.
posted. Yes, well done. So it's parallel to the other one. Yeah? Okay. Let's have a look at the last one. I've done it for you. Okay. I lupa padam jawapan. Okay. So when you have this, what do you call that preposition? He looked in the fridge. You must have in the fridge, on the counter, because different things, and then on the stove top. So if there is a preposition using a different types of preposition, you have to put like this. All right? Okay. Any question on this one?
No, madam.
Okay. So I'm going to move on to the letter writing. You have to listen very carefully for the letter writing. I do not want anyone to score very low for letter writing because it will affect your CGPA. Just remember how much you have scored for assignment one. Okay, so you have two more assessment. One is the final assessment. That is 40%. That is a lot of marks. So I expect, do you hear me? I expect you to score full 20 marks for your grammar. Another 20 marks, I know is going to be quite tough, but you must at least score 10 marks for the letter writing. So you get 30 over 40. So at least it will help you in your total coursework mark. Okay. Another 20%, of course, I can always help you in terms of oral assessment. It's not a problem. That can be done. Right? It's more of a learning process, but I'm worried about your letter writing. Let's have a look at the letter writing. You must go through the link, okay, to see how the final assessment looks like. Okay, give me a minute. Um, Letter, where's the letter? Okay, I think the letter looks similar to this one. I'm just give you an example. I'm going through with you what is expected. This is 20% out of 100, meaning that it will not be divided again to another 10%, whatever. This is a score of 20 over 100, meaning that this is a very big amount of marks, okay? Because 1 or 2 marks will make a difference to your CGPA. So you must read the question carefully and just follow what it says. Okay, let's have a look. Read the following situation and write the letter as instructed. Write your answer in the space provided. You are running a packaging company. Class, it says here you are running a packaging company. Do not change it because the question say packaging company. Do not simply go and put, oh, now I'm running an import-export company. No. Okay, just follow. You are looking for new tools and equipment. It says there new tools and equipment. They're not saying you're looking for books. Yeah. As you are expanding, you came across a flyer which advertised a company supplying the product that you need. Remember, this is an inquiry letter that you are writing. This one I already taught you. Inquiry letter, that means you're asking for certain information. You decided to write to the company to get some information about its product. Okay, write to the company to get some information, it says. All right. Now, the address of the company is as follows. Now, it says here they give you this address. This address belongs to the supplier. This is not your address. This is the supplier's address. Okay, so you must use this address. And then next, write a letter of inquiry to the company to get a quotation for the service. In your letter, include the following details. All this, every single bit here, you must put in the letter. Even though it does not say how many words you have to write, try to refrain yourself from writing too much or too little. When you write too much, okay, you're bound to have you know, many grammatical errors. Avoid that. Just write what is expected. This is the first one, the purpose of inquiry. I will share it with you in a minute. Information on supply of list, equipments, pricing, frequency of services. So every single bit here, you must put it in. Other relevant information such as payment procedure, duration, warranties. Every single bit you must put in there. Right. Now, I'm going to show you the letter. Can you see the letter? Okay, that has nothing to do with the packaging company, but I just want to tell you what you need to do. Now, this is a letter of inquiry. First and foremost, you must follow the format. Otherwise, we penalize in terms of formatting. You're going to score what? Probably like 1/8. You will definitely lose about 7 marks. Okay. So from who? From you. Okay. Let's say Vishen wrote this letter because he wants to ask something from the supplier's office. So you have to put your name. Okay. Your name. This is you. Eh? Put your name or your address. This address you have to make it up. And then next you have to put the date when it was written, the date. Must be a space. Next. And then who is it to? This is the supplier, the one that I said just now, the Bosch. Apa dia? I cannot remember now. Okay, so you write the person's name and then you can write the address. The address you can't make it up because they have supplied you with the address. Now, the next thing that you need, okay, the salutation, which will give you some marks too. So, dear, let's say you know the person's name. Dear, this name and the supplier's name is the same. Dear Mr. Tan, dear Miss City, or dear whoever. So, the receiver's name. Okay, you will get a mark for that. Next, you can start off with introducing yourself. So we are Novatex Limited or whatever. Okay, you can introduce yourself if you want to. Next, this is what we call the intention of the letter. Why did you write it? This bit will definitely give the score to you. See, we are currently looking for a business that can supply COVID sanitation as well as thorough professional cleaning in one day. So you are telling them your situation. Due to the large number of ongoing operations analysis, we cannot afford to close the company for more than a day or requirements. Normally, this is given in the in question. So this is your intention of writing the letter. We are currently looking for. If you have that, then you will score a mark. Yeah, and these are the details. And then next, you can write 2 or 3 paragraphs entirely up to you. The next one, let's say the question asked me to put about like asking about the professional services and about the pricing. So I have to put that. We heard about your firm, our parent company. Just now, where do you hear the thing from? You got it from a flyer, remember? Okay, we heard about your firm, okay, from a flyer we found, whatever, okay? So, and wanted to hire your professional services for our business. So, it would be great if you could provide the details regarding the prices, terms, and conditions to our company address, okay, okay, the, the address, okay? Do not put XXX, this is an example, right? And then the final paragraph, you need to thank people. So you thank them. Thank you. We are looking forward to receiving the information. Okay, class, remember this. We are looking forward to, and then you must have ing. Looking forward to receiving. Looking forward to getting information, okay, within the next days so that we can close the deal quickly if you are interested. Remember, put sincerely, comma, and then signature on the letter. Most of you were penalized, okay, for the application letter because you don't have the signature. Okay, put the signature on, put your name on it, and your designation. Probably you are the CEO or the general manager or whatever. So this is the entire letter. This is what we call the letter of inquiry. Okay. Now, class, can you see my marking scheme? Okay. Now, look, the content itself, it says that between 6 to 8 marks, okay, satisfactory to 4, 1 to 2. How do you want to get 8 marks? I have never been so good. I'm always very generous if you have this, okay? I will definitely give you marks of 8 marks if you have the content mark. Because let's say your grammatical error is so bad, I still can give you 8 marks because I'm looking at the content. Later, when I look at the language itself, okay, why cannot go down? Then only I will penalize your marks for language, okay? But remember just now, I told you, you must have the letter clearly states the purpose. The purpose must be there. Why are you writing that letter? It's already stated in the questions. Just write it down. And then appropriate explanation or facts are given to support the main idea. If we're writing to inquire about the paint, let's say painting services, then obviously the supporting details is something to with the painting. How much does it cost for a liter of the paint, let's say? So these are supporting details, okay? And it will support the objective of the letter writing. So if you have all that, I will give you 8 marks. If you don't have it, I give you 1/8. It's very easy to score if you follow closely to what the questions want you to do. Okay, now let's look at the language. The language here it says accurate use of tenses and parallelism. Okay, the language normally it's in present tense. Yeah, because why present tense? Because we're asking it has not happened yet, so we write in present tense. Okay, and then it says parallelism. I will check for parallelism as well. So if you have something that is not parallel, I will chop off your marks. You will get very little. See, you get 1 or 2 marks only. But if you have 1 or 2 slips, it's okay. No problem. People bound to make errors. If you have 1 or 2 errors, I still can give you 8 marks. It's not a problem. All right. Are you okay, class? And then yeah. So I'm going to be very generous, provided you write the letter correctly. And then the format is 4 marks. This is very high, yeah, 4 marks. So you must write it accurately. You must have proper heading, greeting, introduction, body, closure, and the signature like what I've explained to you. Otherwise, again, you will get 1 mark. I don't think you want to get the 1 mark. Right. Question. Question? No question. Okay. Ay, penat cakap ah. I've been having classes this morning, so that's why I'm so tired. I was like talking. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm going to. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Now I'm going to talk about the oral assessment. Yeah. Okay. Need to check the what do you call that? The apa benda tu? Yulen. Okay. Whether I've shared this with you. I cannot remember because I stored everything there in the Yulen uh the beginning of the semester. So 1 minute. Share. Can you see my what do you call this? PowerPoint? Okay. She's gonna skip a lot, so she's gonna ask you to read, okay? So I'm gonna give you the very important stuff. Wait. Um Okay, so what we're going to do for the oral assessment, which you will normally do in the office when you start working, or even not when you are not working, I'm sure you have been doing a lot of discussion. But this one obviously is slightly different. It's going to be a little bit formal in the sense like as if you are running a discussion in the office. Yeah. Uh, Normally group discussion is pretty informal. Normally you do not have the minutes and all have about like 4 to 5 people in this group discussion. Yeah. So what I want you to do for next week, I'm going to start this oral assessment starting next Tuesday, whereby you have to form yourself into fours, maximum 5 members in a group, minimum 4. That means you cannot have anything less or more. So do you want me to choose the member of your group or do you want to have a choice? You want me to choose for you?
Oh,
Hmm? Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Shafiq. You want to choose?
yes. Choose.
You want to choose. Okay. So, okay, some of the topics that you can do normally discussion. What do you normally discuss? You can discuss about a new situation, can start an initiative. Let's say you want to start a new project, you can have a group discussion. You can have, let's say, analyze an issue. Or probably there's conflict in the office. Let's say punctuality has been a problem lately in the office. That's why you come with a discussion and to discuss to find solution. That could be a group discussion. Or you want to discuss about a policy change. Maybe you want to say, okay, now not want to work 5 days a week, want to work 3 days a week, and the rest of the time you will work from home. Yahoo! Okay, probably you want to discuss about that. In the UK, they are going to start working days a week. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of that? Days a week. 4 days a week. We now work 5 days a week. When I was working, when I start working, it was 6 days a week. I work on Saturdays, okay? 6 days a week, and then it reduced to 5. Do you think it's going to be reduced to 4 as in the UK? Think we are going to get that? Plus,
Oh,
I doubt it. Orang Malaysia tak percaya orang Malaysia. Believe it or not. Okay, in the UK, even like for the past 30 years, they have been working from home actually. It's not because of pandemic. Let's say they have this called surgery time. Surgery time means they are going to be in the office. Let's say you work in the university. They say, okay, students who wants to meet the lecturer, they have surgery days. It's called surgery days. Maybe here they call it consultation hours or whatever. So they say, okay, you can come meet me on Tuesday and Thursday. So only on Tuesday and Thursday, the lecturer will be at the office. And the rest of the time, they can work from home, work from anywhere they want. So they have already started, doing that like about 30 years ago. That's why now they are able to run like 4 days a week. But we have not come to that stage yet. That's why we are still have to work 5 days a week and people have to be in the office. Otherwise, cakap, ni ponteng ni tak kerja. Okay, balik rumah, cuci baju, lepak-lepak, main game. Okay, no. That's why, can't do that. Okay, now let's go back to this one. Okay, what do you like this group discussion? You decide on action, you want to provide mutual support. Let's say you have been having problems, so you want some counseling from your friends. So you need someone to actually say calm you down or to solve a problem, resolve a conflict, or you want to plan an event. Let's say your company want to organize a family day. So you can do any of those things. All right. So some of the procedures that you need to do is you have to set the topic first. You need to tell me what is the topic that you are going to do. Are you going to talk about planning an event or you want to talk about a policy? Tell me, okay, what type of role play that you want to do. So next one, so how are you going to open the process? So how are you going to start the process? And you must involve all participants. Okay, class, you have about 15 minutes to run this role play. You are going to sit far away from me. So you are going to sit at a table, like in a group, okay, 4 to 5 people, and then you will start role play. No scripts. And then you're going to tell me, okay, we are having a group discussion. We want to hold a family day event. So we're going to discuss in a group. Okay, so I'm going to watch you from far. That means you have to project your voice. That means it's loud enough for me to hear. Another thing, do not have turns. Turn taking like, okay, well, say, okay, well, now it's my turn. And then next, Imran say, no, it's now it's my turn. And then another person says, Zero say, no, 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 I am going to talk now. No, okay, you do not have to do that. You know when to talk. Because after this, I'm going to share with you. Yeah, you can interrupt at any time. Do not dominate the conversation. Do not only speak one line or 2 lines because it's very difficult for me to give you a score. Okay, you must know when to speak up. Right. Another thing, you can always ask questions or provide information in the discussion, or you can summarize the question, or you can clarify. For example, you have question that you don't understand. Probably you say, then let's say, Umi Nabila say, Aisha say, um, Aisha, what do you mean by holding an event in Pulau Pangkor? Let's say she wants some clarification. So you can always do that. All right. So that is clarifying. And then you can wrap up the session and say, okay, well, that is the end of the session. I think we are running out of time. So just wrap up the session, or perhaps we can continue the next time. So you can say things like that or follow up if necessary. So those are some of the things that you can put. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can use. How you want to get started? So you can use some of the words here. If you are all here, let's discuss about the new policy that's suggested by the new managing director, for example. You can start off with this one. So these are some of the phrases that you can use. Okay. Well, since everyone is here, we should get started. Don't waste time. Okay. So these are some of the things. Okay. Or you can say, hello, everyone. Glad to see you today. Let's begin. Firstly, I would like to welcome all of you. I think this one comes very naturally. Not, not memorize. Not memorize. The moment you forget one word, you forgot everything that you want to say. Okay. Just be a natural. I'm not going to fail you, people. Okay, and then phrases. You can use some of these phrases. Let's say what are the things that you want to talk about. You can say, I will have gathered today in order to plan a birthday party for our human resource manager. Okay, I plan to have this, let's say, a party pack kind of party, and then probably someone else will say something. Oh, I love that idea. Perhaps can we? Okay, now you start throwing in suggestion and ideas. Okay, now phrases you use for keeping the discussion in effective flow. That means you do not want to sidetrack. You can say to some people, we are pushed for time. So let's go back to the actual discussion and let's discuss this. Do not talk about something that is not relevant, something like that. All right. And then next, you can offer suggestions or you can just interrupt. Okay. For example, if you think you want to say like interrupt. If I could just come in here, it's not like you know, no, can I come in here? No. Okay. If I could just interrupt. Or you can just, if I could just come in here and give like a few suggestions. So these are some of the phrases that you can, yeah. Okay. And then let's say, yeah, there are something else here as well. So you can read up on your own. Or when you want to interrupt, let's say, I want to interrupt. I say, oh, Pravinan, what are your views on the new policy that we want to abolish? What? What do we want to abolish? We want to abolish that project. Can ask that. Why not? Okay. So there are many things that you can talk about here. And then asking for clarification. You are not very sure. Okay, not very sure. Probably someone say, hey, Azrai, I'm afraid I don't quite understand what are you getting at. Could you explain further what do you mean by, okay? So you can ask question to clarify. Okay, there are different ways of saying. Okay. And then let's say you want to close the conversation now, probably the discussion is too much going on. Okay, so you can say to sum up, okay, thank you for all your input today. I think that's enough. We are running out of time, so let's sum up. Okay, right. So now, some you can have, this is just an example. Okay, now, do you have any question to ask? Ask me question. How about others? Do you have any question?
No, madam.
Okay, right. The coordinator just shared with me that she has changed the date for the assessment again. I just received a message from her. It's not going to be this Friday. She said it's going to be postponed to next Friday so that the students will have time to study next Friday. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Suka kau kan? Okay. Because I know some kids are having this, they are having positive COVID. So I will book the room. Okay. Does anyone in this class, these two classes, does anyone need any help with the laptop? Do you want me to book a computer lab instead of a normal classroom? Because you are not supposed to do it at the campus, but you have, I mean, at your place, you have to do it in a classroom setting. Or can I just book a place, near the hall, the Dewan Kulia? Does anyone need any help with the internet connection or with the laptop or with anything? Anyone? Because if you need one, do let me know early. Not like a minute before, 2 minutes before, yeah? Okay? Okay, now, other than that, do you have any question? I want to start this assessment next Tuesday. So those class start at 2 o'clock. You can start at 2 o'clock and then we can toss a coin and let's see who goes first. And I will give you the list and then you put down your name, which is the first group, second group, and third group. Even though you put there as the first group, we can always like see wants to go first. It's okay, no problem. I will book a room. Then, because you have a face-to-face class, let's say if you have face-to-face class before my class, then I will just go to the campus, okay? Whichever campus you are at, then I will just go there and we can start doing the assessment over there. Do you have any question?
No, madam.
No. All right. So, okay. So, do you want more exercises? I can give it to you. Okay, I'll give you the answers as well. Because next week we do not have a formal session. You can do the work and then you can check the answer. But if you don't understand, you can ask me. Is that okay? Yeah, I'll give you more exercises on error analysis as well as on the parallelism. Please read up on the formatting of the letter of inquiry. The thing is why we want you to at the class in the class, because we find that many students actually copy during online assessment, and therefore we have to make sure that you are in the classroom setting. Yeah. So any question, you can always text me. If you are shy to ask in the class, text me later. All right. And that's it for today. If you have no question, and take care of yourself. And I will see you on next Tuesday for your oral assessment. Anything, you can just ask me. And I will look up for a video that my students have done for the role play on the group discussion, so I can share with you what is expected out of it. Is that okay? Do you want to have a look at that one?
Okay, madam.
Okay. All right. And that's it for today. And take care of yourself. Thank you very much, everyone. Assalamualaikum. Have a great day.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you,
You
madam.
too.
Madam.